Don't push me in there. I don't trust this. I don't know if I should trust this. No! Why? Put the gun down.
Okay.
I can't say I'm surprised,
Put
but
the gun down.
just disappointed. No, What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I am the Story-Driven Gamer, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're hopping back into Life is Strange True Colors. It's good to be back. In the last episode, we started Chapter 4. We are getting very close to the end. Even this chapter, there could be a lot more than I think there is, but I don't know, maybe it's because I have all the collectibles already. It seems like we might be getting close to the end, so there's a chance this chapter could be shorter than the others, at least by a little bit. And if it is, I'm thinking that could also be the last chapter, could end up maybe being a bit longer than the others, since it is the last chapter. We'll see, though. I could just be misreading things. But anyway, in the last episode, we got to partake in the Spring Festival. It was fun. It was a nice, cool environment. We got to give a rose to either Ryan or Steph. I figure Ryan's a good... I like Ryan and Alex, and that's who I've been pursuing. So yeah, I gave the rose to Ryan. He has asked me to meet him up on the rooftop. I don't know if it's...
Ryan is waiting for me.
There we go. Alex read my mind. But yeah, so I don't know if it's romance related, romance adjacent, or if it's some other matter. Maybe it has to do with the Typhon mining or something. Who knows? But other than that, we've had some... we got to talk with some of the townspeople. We had a kind of heart-to-heart with Mac, which was nice. We caught up with Riley, who was on her way out. She was leaving for, CIT, her college. But we ended up telling her about Eleanor's condition, her Alzheimer's, and she rushed back to, confront her. Or, probably not confront her that way. Like, not, why didn't you tell me, Eleanor? But, just to, talk with her about it and what the next step is. Who else? Oh, Charlotte. I'm really worried about her. Again, she still seems emotionless. Because, again, I think we took all of her emotions, not just the anger. And, I don't know, she seems almost like I was afraid of her committing suicide or doing something drastic when she had all that anger. But now I'm worried that she might, because of the lack of emotion, she might do something rash as well. So, I don't know what to feel about her. She's kind of worrying me. I think that's it. Oh, and then right before I ended the episode, we also had a moment with Ducky where he was feeling immense sadness. He didn't even go to the festival. So we went into his emotions, found out that he was just really sad over his wife, who I think is, do we know if she's dead or if she left him or something? I think she might have passed. But either way, we shared a nice little moment with him, a dance. He said that Alex reminds him of his wife, and then he felt more upbeat and decided to go enjoy the rest of the festival. So that was nice. That was a nice moment. I like Ducky. And yeah, I think that's the majority of what happened. Oh, backtracking a bit, but yeah, we got to perform on stage. So we got to hear Alex sing some more. It was nice. Steph was on drums. And yeah, I think that was about it. Kind of just want to get back into it and see what the rest of this episode has in store for me. So let's go. Oh, okay. It just brought us right to the roof. So let's see what Ryan wants. Oh, what's he doing? Doing some gardening over there, Ryan?
Ta-da!
Lovely. What, that cherry tree or something?
It's a tree.
It is. I can see that.
Thank you, wilderness expert. I was more wondering why.
Not to be rude or anything. I
My
appreciate the
mom
gesture.
used to get insomnia when I was a kid. She'd drive over here to the lantern, 3 in the morning, to work in the garden. Sometimes
Okay.
she'd take me with her. It's always been a special place for me. I hope it can be for you too.
Well, I appreciate the gesture. It always has more meaning when there's some personal story behind it. I have been taking a decent
Mom.
care of it.
You've had other stuff to worry about. Like
Admittedly, I was
totally killing
weeding the
yourself.
other day.
You're such a rock star.
Thanks.
Yeah, I am.
For everything. I had fun.
So did the audience. You know they're gonna make you do it again next year, right?
Uh-oh. Hadn't thought of that.
You good?
Is she wondering if there will
Yeah.
be a next year?
Fine. Guess I've just been too wrapped up to think about what the future looks like.
Okay. So let's think about it.
Ooh, okay.
Alex's future in Haven Springs.
The major motion picture.
The ride.
Oh. Okay,
Nice.
let's make a movie about me. A documentary. Oh, no peeking, Alex. I saw that.
Chilly. You can see your breath. You're walking down Main Street on the way to work.
Should I be closing my eyes too?
Where?
Okay, yeah, I'll go with the record store.
Definitely the record shop.
Oh, I'm sure Steph will appreciate that. Before you ruthlessly push her out and take her job, that is.
That's not my intention.
So after work. Sun's still up for another couple hours. It's warm now. You're carrying your jacket under your arm. What's the plan?
Play guitar for sure.
Sit right here on the roof and play my guitar.
Smart. Stay in practice. Only a few more months till the next Spring Fest. Anyway, someone's at the door.
Okay.
Who?
Is that for me to
Only
decide?
the coolest person in Haven Springs. He walks up to you in an extremely cool way.
Okay, I'm with you so
Puts on
far.
that jacket swaying in the breeze.
Dork.
A little bit, but
Yeah.
a lovable dork.
I'm not trying to get you to plan out your whole life, but if you decide you wanted to put down roots, Haven Springs will always make space for you.
Yay. I like it here a
Is
lot.
that a gardening pun?
Oh yeah,
No,
that went over my head, but
maybe.
glad she caught it.
I really care about you
Oh shucks.
a lot.
I had a feeling this is why you were calling me up here.
Amazing person I've ever met.
Do it. Go in for the smooch. Uh
Come on, dummy, kiss her. Kiss her.
oh. He's frightened. Oh, that's cute. Make the move, Alex.
I really want to kiss you right now.
That's why I pressed the kiss button
I know.
on my controller. Do it. Yeah. Oh, that's cute. Now they're radiating joy. Oh. Ooh, okay. Enough joy to power the city. Is this like Monsters Inc? Where laughter can power the whole entire city? Ooh, that's pretty. We can create... Our love is so strong, we can create life. Now that's cute, though.
Want to rejoin the festivities? I'll get you a funnel cake.
I love funnel
Maybe you
cake.
could save me one.
Yeah, of course. I'll see you down there.
See ya. Awkward teen romance. What a day, Alex. What a day. Ah, there's the USB. Is Alex still, like, raging?
Hey, Gabe. Can I tell you something?
Yes, tell
I
him.
think I
Tell him what's
solved
on your
it.
mind.
Why you died? Who's responsible? Isn't that crazy? I'm out of threads to pull, which is terrifying. Because on the other side of all this, after Typhon, after you, there's just...
Yeah, this is kind of what's been driving her. So once this whole Typhon thing is out of the way, all she has to look towards is the future. Whether she wants to stay at Haven, whether she wants to leave.
But I think I can figure it out. I just wish you were here to see it.
You know, how to get on with normal life without Gabe. And now she has Ryan. Officially.
Oh, also, I kissed Ryan.
By the way, BT dubs.
That happened.
And then he's like, I know, I saw the whole thing. I was watching from heaven. Let's move on. I'm always conflicted when the copyright music comes on, because I'm like, should I click away immediately, or... But, you know, I don't want to miss anything either. So, ultimately, it doesn't matter. Ay caramba. Okay, we're not done yet. Oh, Officer
Alex.
Pike? Yo.
You have the USB drive?
I do. It's all here. Gabe's call.
I really hope he's not in on
the
anything.
The cover-up.
Like, I'm hoping he's not trying to cover
You will
anything
come
up.
with me to the station.
Why?
Don't make this hard.
Oh, he's being serious. I wouldn't it be crazy if this is like... I remember the game opened with an interview. It would be crazy if this is it. I believe that was just therapy, though. But maybe not.
Probably isn't how you pictured your first spring festival, huh?
Not exactly.
No, sir.
Coffee?
Um...
I'm all right. Think so.
Good. Because we're actually out.
Thanks for the offer. I'm always very suspicious of anybody offering me drinks.
Pike, why am I here?
Yes, please. Enlighten me.
The long and short of it is, Diane is charging you with stealing her USB drive.
Say what now?
What the
I
hell
mean,
are you talking about?
I did, but... I mean, we did just give it to him.
Did you steal this USB drive or not?
At least tell me you looked at it.
I can't. Sorry.
You need to. It's kind of important.
You're conducting an investigation into Typhon, right? Everything you've been looking for is on that drive.
Like, literally. That'll
Despite my
That'll
best
blow
efforts,
open the
is
case.
Closed. The order came down today. I did what I could, but, the evidence just wasn't there. Sorry, Alex.
It would be if you looked at the frickin' drive. Ah, this sucks. I have evidence.
I have the evidence. Right here.
It doesn't matter.
I guess his hands are tied.
Look. What happened to my brother wasn't an accident. It was
No,
criminal.
sir.
The files on that drive prove it.
That could be true. Let's say it is. The issue is you stole Typhon's property. I can't work with that.
That
I
shouldn't
just
matter.
handed you a smoking gun. It shouldn't matter how I got it.
Maybe not. But it does. Alex, you're not thinking about this clearly.
I'm
Seems
not.
pretty clear to me.
Diane wants to charge you with computer fraud. That's a federal crime, Alex.
That's
5 to
not
10,
good.
Easy.
No, I won't. I don't want to get too angry.
You're telling me I might go to prison for this? For 5 to 10 years?
How's that future looking that we were just discussing? Like 5 minutes ago.
It's not that bad. Hey, I talked to her, and despite how angry she is at everything you did, she's willing to let it go.
Ooh, I'm sure there's a catch. If I drop my investigation, I'm sure.
Drop everything. Typhon won't press any charges.
Of course.
She's only offering that deal because she knows I have her. She's guilty, Pike.
Even if you're right, your only evidence is inadmissible.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I think
afraid
you
of.
should do it.
Fuck that. I'm not signing anything.
No, sir.
No. Typhon buried something in the mountains. Something so massive, they ignored Gabe's call and set off the blast just to cover it up. Don't you want to know what it is?
What do you mean, cover it up?
Another blast, unannounced, set off at the exact same time at the old mining site.
You're that Ray.
And
What's it,
all of
Raya
it
thing?
happened just a few weeks before inspections were set to begin. Come on, Pike. It's all right here.
Yes. Join the dark side.
Like I said, it doesn't matter.
I know he's just doing his job.
Please, just sign the form, and we can both go back to the party.
This
No.
is bigger
Alex,
than me.
This is not an offer that you can
I
choose.
For
said
her.
no.
No, it's not an option.
Oh, that's fear, not just anger. Yeah, Diane's got him under her little
What are you
thumb.
so scared of?
I'm sure he's afraid of Diane and Typhon.
See for yourself.
Shit. What could be in that envelope? Pike's really shaken.
Yes, he sure is.
Please, I don't want you to get hurt.
Then help me, damn it. A deal. Just like they offered Charlotte.
Okay, let me check this affidavit.
Fuck me.
So let's read it. Typhon Mining Company Release and Waiver Agreement. Typhon Mining Company, hereby referred to as the releaser, agrees to drop all charges against Alexandra Chen, hereby referred to as the releasee. Charges to be dropped. 1. Federal count computer fraud under USC 1030 A2C blah blah blah. 1. State count theft under CRS 18441 1A. In exchange, the releasee must cease and desist all efforts to defame, surveil, or otherwise harm the releaser. Signature of releasee. That's me. Wait, that's Alex. A witness, that'll probably be Pike, and then the date. Okay, that, and then the envelope. Take a look. Typhon Mining Security. Threat evaluation. Subject, Chen Alexandra. Anti-Typhon sentiment. Brother Gabriel Chen died in an accident related to Typhon Mining Blast. Assessment. Intel shows subject has a high level of determination and efficacy. Negative affectation has persisted beyond predictable bereavement period. Suspect also appears to have possession of confidential data and information. Threat priority 1. Immediate action required. Oh boy. Not sound good. Wait, keep going. Okay, there's a flattering picture of me. H&B Private Investigation Services. Subject Alexandra Chen. Investigation type threat assessment. Observation dates 5/1 to 5/25/2019. Investigation summary. 5/1 began following subject after meeting with Mac Loudon. Subject met with man identified as Ryan Lucan, little else of note. Then 5/13, subject spent 3 hours in apartment. Wi-Fi screen monitoring revealed searches into Typhon's history and legal litigation records. 5/25, Subject met and spoke with client in the Black Lantern. It appears subject has stolen an object from client. So they've been tailing me for a while. That's a whole month right there. Okay. And now we got threat evaluation subject Lucan Ryan. Anti-Typhon Cinnamon. Close friend Gabriel Chen died in an accident related to Typhon mining blast. Assessment. Assisting Alexandra Chen with her efforts against Typhon. Involved in and extremely distraught over accident. Subject has high level of knowledge of both geography and residents of Haven. Threat priority 1. Immediate action required. So threat priority 1, that sounds like bad. Or like severe. Okay, oh, Steph is on here as well. Typhon mining security, threat evaluation, Gingrich, Stephanie. Anti-Typhon sentiment, close friend Gabriel Chen died in an accident related to Typhon mining blast. Assisting Alexandra Chen in her efforts has proven resourceful and dangerous. Oh, here's a threat priority 2. Immediate action recommended. So I guess 2 is less severe than 1? I don't know how it works. Okay, so they've been watching all 3 of us and our efforts to, our investigation. Not good.
Is this a threat?
What did you expect? Huh? The Typhon, a global organization with billions in revenue, an army of lawyers, and who knows how many politicians in their pockets would just throw up their hands and say, "You got us."
Yes, I did this for
I
justice.
thought I could get justice for Gabe.
Yeah, well, Typhon has their own idea of justice.
Yeah, big corporation. They're very just, I'm sure.
Shit.
Believe me, I want nothing more than to make these fuckers pay. I've learned the hard way that it's not possible. They're too big. Too connected, too ruthless.
There's gotta be something we can do.
You can hate me if you want. Call me a coward.
Nah, I don't hate him. Like I said,
But I don't
he's
wanna
doing his
lose you like
job.
We lost Gabe.
Pike is terrified of Typhon. I bet if I took his fear away. But it's not just about me. Steph and Ryan are in danger
Oh gosh,
too.
don't tell me I gotta do that now.
Fuck. I want to hurt Typhon so bad. But can I really put their lives at risk along with mine?
Oh my gosh, what choice are you gonna have me make? You threw so much at me. Risk taking Pike's fear. Sign Typhon's affidavit. Oh, okay. So, we learned with Charlotte that that's not a good idea. We might get what we want, but we're gonna be taking his emotions. And yes, he brought up the point that we'll be putting Ryan and Steph in danger. You know what? Go big or go home. I want to see Typhon go down. And like I said, when Charlotte had to sign her little thing, when they were trying to get her to or they were going to give her money to stay silent, I do not like when big corporations wave their power like a magic wand. So, we're doing it. We're sticking with it.
Do you want to risk your life over this? Gabe, Mac, Alex, who's next? Fuck. Just keep your head down, Tony. You're just a shitheel. Typhon's major league. Typhon doesn't lose.
Yeah, he's...
Typhon disappears, people. Let them get killed. Not you.
Okay. But now, again, I'm going to have that fear.
I know you're afraid.
At least I think that's how it works.
I am too. I know you think that Typhon is too big, too invincible. But they're not.
No, sir.
I will bring them down. I just need your help.
I'll say have courage.
Just have a little courage. please.
Fuck. I'll think about it.
That is good enough for now.
Thank you.
Get the hell out of here.
Roger that.
Really?
Alex. Be careful.
I will try. Not sure I made the best decision, but gotta do it. I feel like that's a game changer like that. Like, I feel like the story will go in a completely different direction if I just sign the affidavit. But like I said, I want to see Typhon pay. Alex, come see me when you get the chance. Jed. Okay, Black Lantern Tavern, there's always a quickage fee.
Those pictures. How long have they been watching us? And what will they do if...
See, now she's experiencing the fear. See, this is what I was afraid of, ultimately. Now she's got immense amounts of anger and fear in her. I feel like that could ultimately destroy her. We'll see, though. Deep breath,
I have
Alex.
no idea what to do next. Maybe talking to Jed will help me feel better.
I hope so.
First, I need to get out of this dress. I'll treasure it too, Ryan. Enjoy
Okay.
that ice cream.
Sadly, the Spring Festival is over, but the fun continues at Avalanche Ice Cream. Share your favorite memory from the festival in the comments and get one scoop on us. I liked when Josh burned his mouth on the chili. I didn't. Better get a free scoop on that burn. Stat. The music, hands down. We love that set too. One free scoop. I shared a moment with someone very special and connected with her in a way that I will treasure forever. Damn, dude, I think you deserve 2 scoops for that one. Yeah. You bet. Oh, there's a lot of stuff here. What a festival, Haven. We ate, drank, and made merry. We tasted chilies, we rocked out to some music, and enjoyed a lovely spring night in our beautiful town. Thanks for another great year, everyone. Great festival! And thanks to our business partners and everyone who put so much work into making this festival possible. Our pleasure. The smiles and laughter make it all worth it. Best part of the year. Okay, here's
I'm glad
Ducky.
Ducky had a nice night.
Yeah,
He deserves it.
it turned out to be a great spring fest after all. Really good to see you out there this year, Duck. It's certainly a time for new beginnings. That's the spirit, Ducky. My block.
Maybe I should start charging for my services.
2 of your neighbors have changed their relationship status. Josh Hopkins and Julia Crow are now in a relationship. Oh my god, finally. For real, man. Come on, did everyone know about us? Oh, there's Charlotte, sounding like a normal human being. I think sometimes we make reserved space in our heads for particular people. The important ones, anyway. They become part of us, so permanent and immutable that eventually you can't imagine what it would even mean to be who you are without them. And then one day they're gone, and all that is left is the space you cleared for them in your head. And you're not sure how to so much as breathe anymore. Maybe that's what it means to be haunted. Ducky doesn't know how to be Ducky without Tabs. Part of him feels like he spent the years since her death doing an impression, his best recollection of who he used to be when she was still here. I think when we danced, he remembered a little of what that person was. I think you could see a little of what Tabs saw in him. I carved that myself. Look at the bottom. You're going to outlast this whole damn town. Hoping I see you at the bottom when I finally drain the glass. I've outlasted this entire damn town. I want to see you dance again at last. Ah. And now Ryan Joy. He was afraid at first. I didn't even need to read him. One of my favorite things about Ryan is his utterly crap poker face. Kind of bonkers how you can be scared that you'll get what you hope for, and scared that you won't at the same time. Yep, that's relationships for you. Or asking people out in general. Weird, too, how when your hopes come true, they can still taste a little like fear. Just enough to make your heart pound in your chest and your brain feel like one of those electro balls they used to sell at the mall. He told me I should stay in Haven, and when I looked down onto Main Street, for just a second, I couldn't imagine anywhere else in the world I would want to be more. He made me feel like I could become a part of this place, like I could be as much a part of Haven Springs as the mountains and the lakes and the Spring Festival itself. Like I deserve that. Maybe I do. My mom used to get insomnia when I was a kid. I'm not trying to get you to plan out your whole life. Kiss her, dummy. Those are all little quotes, I guess, from Ryan. I'll meet you in the sleepless garden. Close my eyes and see. A future you, remembering how it felt to kiss tonight's version of me. There's the threat that keeps you awake at night, all vigilant and terrified. Then there's the one you don't even know exists, so you sleep just fine. Guess which one is more likely to kill you? I thought I knew what Typhon was, but really I had no idea. Pike knew, and it terrified him. The horror of the witness, the paralyzed audience strapped in and made to watch the same inevitable choreography formed again and again and again. What have you seen, Pike? Before Gabe, before me, what secrets did you have to keep? And how long did you have to keep them? I thought of Charlotte, of what I'd done to her anger. What if I took Pike's fear? That's exactly what I was thinking. Swallowed it, made it mine. Would it do to him what I did to Charlotte? I had to take the risk. Okay, I'm glad you brought that up at least. I don't want you to get hurt. Keep your head down. Typhon doesn't lose. No isn't an option. Rat girl, keep your head down. The catch will always win. Pen and shaking fist, cross your name off of their list. I can't go through this again. Okay. I just want to read all that. Now, I don't know if I have to look at anything in here because I'm pretty sure.
Looks like I'm on my own now. I don't want to drag Ryan and Stefan any deeper.
Okay, there is new dialogue.
Yep. The tables seem to have turned, all right.
Yeah, okay, now there's all new dialogue.
I think I'm all played out for tonight.
Yeah, I know. Talk about an amazing day just going sour like
Maybe
that.
I'll just bike out to the mine, dig up some answers myself.
Probably not a smart idea. A little chipmunk statue.
Ducky. Hope
Oh,
he's
he left
doing
that?
Okay.
It's nice.
Riley probably can't help me hack Typhon.
Here's the shrine.
This isn't over, Gabe. I promise.
You're hot. Hurry up and... What did that say? Hurry up and finish your something. What else is there? The couch? I'll sit in a moment. What am I doing again? I think she said I have to change clothes. Keep pressing the wrong button. Yeah, exact wording. Change clothes. So that'll obviously be at the...
Ryan's. I guess the night wasn't all bad.
Okay. Here's the bed.
Can't wait to have nightmares tonight.
So yeah, we'll do that in a moment. Okay, here's the barred hat.
Feels like the LARP was 100 years ago.
It actually does, and it was only what? It was like this morning. Because it was the same day as the, whatchamacallit. Is that about everything, I think?
Time for a change of clothes.
Yeah, I think that's about it. Okay, let us go change clothes. I feel like I skipped something, like purposefully. Maybe not. I'm just bugging.
Might as
Okay,
well go
looks-
talk to Jed now.
Looks nice and comfy. Can I change? I kind of like this sweater though, but
I look better than
Okay.
I feel.
so I can't. It's not giving me the option to pick some outfits this time. That's fine. All right, this way. Here we go. I'm a little worried
I feel a bit better. I guess I can go see the boss.
because I feel like we must be towards the end of the chapter. And again, I've had my kind of unfounded suspicions of Jed. Anyway, we'll see. It's Jed. I do like Jed, though.
Hey, Jed.
There she is. Have a seat.
He looks serious, but he always looks serious. Maybe he just knows what I'm
Something tells
doing.
me you've had a more exciting spring festival than you planned for.
You saw Pike arrest me.
And let you go, apparently.
Yep.
Then there's that business with Ryan and Steph earlier today. I wasn't sure why it took all three of you to work out Diane's lunch order.
Yeah, he's suspicious of us.
I know you're used to looking out for yourself. Gabe was like that. But Haven's a community. We help each other.
Okay.
I want to help you. But first, you have to let me know what's going on.
Fuck it. What have I got to lose?
Okay. Let's just go big. Typhon killed Gabe.
Typhon killed Gabe. I have proof.
What proof?
Again,
I
we
stole it from Diane.
okay. Let's just
Emails
let her
and
talk.
Documents proving there was a second explosion the night Gabe died. To cover something up, Jed. Some secret they buried.
I had said that
I don't know what it is,
that
I don't
Jed
know
might be
what's
privy
next.
to that.
but I'm not giving up. Not ever.
No, it's too late to back out now.
I know what they're hiding.
Do you? No, I'm just ask straight out. What is it?
Please, Jed. What's the truth? What are they afraid of?
Typhon's the devil that runs this town. I've been carrying their secrets for far too long.
Okay.
I know what they buried in the mountains.
And are you gonna tell
Tell
me?
me.
I'll do one better.
Gonna show me?
I'll show you.
Yes, Jed. So I was half right. He knew. I mean, it's too early to say, but he's knew a lot about this, but looks like he's willing to help. He's not some bad guy.
There.
Hopefully.
Up ahead.
I mean, he is taking us up to some secluded area now, so.
Where are we?
Middle of nowhere.
Uh oh.
About 2 clicks that way is the mining site where you search for Ethan. 5 clicks that way is town.
Like, could you imagine if he's luring me out here?
Ventilation shaft. They're scattered everywhere. Over the years, mines grow into mines, creating a labyrinth under Haven.
Don't push me in there.
What you're searching for is down below.
I don't trust this. I don't know if I should trust this.
Jed. Why are you sad?
Jed! No! Why, Jed?
I'm sorry, kid.
Put the gun down.
Okay.
I can't say I'm surprised,
Put
but
the gun down.
just disappointed. No,
I tried to talk you out of it, scare you off. I was sure those pictures of Ryan and Steph would do the trick. But you were relentless. Won't leave damn well enough alone.
You don't have to do this.
I do. 12 years ago, I made a mistake.
yes, that's what I thought.
The kind of thing that you...
That he might have been
Can't
responsible. Or at least somehow tied to that.
But Typhon
What
made me
happened?
a deal. A way to save my town. Give my boy a normal life.
Oh. So it's a big cover up.
I wanted Gabe to get hurt.
Go to hell.
Oh! Where was I shot? Right in the face? It looked like I was shot right in the face. Am I in water or is this just slow-mo? The kind of thing you can't undo. And that's the end of the chapter, isn't it? Yep. Oh, I'm telling you. Spoilers for the first Life is Strange, the original one. But yeah, it's so reminiscent of that one where... That's why I was nervous. I knew we were approaching the end of the chapter. And I was just thinking of the first Life is Strange, where chapter 4, before we headed to the finales, when we found out who the bad guy was, or, you know. So I was kind of like... So when Jed wanted to see me... And then when he took us, you know, at first I let my guard down a little bit, but then he took us to a secluded location. I'm like, oh no. Oh no. Yep, so he was involved. He might have even been responsible for the explosion. Or again, he might have been privy to it. But then Typhon, you know, he offered him a deal and he took it. So basically he did what we chose not to do. Again, I really like Jed, but I was kind of suspicious of him from the beginning. Not even sure why. He just, I don't know. Something about him. But I was hoping I was wrong. And unfortunately, I was not. Anyway, let's go through the choices here, as I always do. So Pike let Alex go after she removed his fear. Okay, a lot of people did that. Makes me feel a little less bad about it. Alex gave her rose to Ryan. Alex gave her rose to Steph. Alex didn't give anyone a rose. Okay, so more people are going for Steph in this. I probably will replay it just to see what that's like. I always... Games with different choices and stuff, I love to replay. Alex had a nice moment by the bonfire. Alex didn't sit at the bonfire. Okay, most people did that. Alex didn't sit on the oh, shoot! There you go. Remember how I said I skipped something intentionally? I mean, it's not a big deal. We would have just gotten, you know, the usual dialogue stuff. But okay. Oh, apparently a lot of people didn't do that, even though that seems like an obvious thing to do. But, yeah, that was my bad. Okay, Steph didn't meet Alex on the rooftop. Obviously that's because, I'm assuming that's because I haven't been going after her. Steph and Alex mused about going to Berlin. Steph and Alex mused, okay, so that's all Steph and Alex related stuff. And then Steph and Alex shared a kiss, a hug. Steph didn't meet Alex on the rooftop. Because that's all Steph relationship stuff. And then Ryan and Alex mused about her working on the record store. And then Ryan and Alex shared a kiss. And then Ryan didn't meet Alex on the rooftop. Yeah, the bigger percentages, it makes sense that the bigger percentages are Ryan didn't meet Alex on the rooftop, since we know most of the people kissed Steph. Well, whatever, we're going after Steph. Okay? So, this was a pretty even split. Charlotte felt weirdly detached at the festival. Okay, well that's because we removed her emotions. Alex revealed Eleanor's illness, and Riley stayed. Oh. Alex didn't find Riley at the bus stop. That doesn't surprise me. She was very much out of the way. Like, you had to, like, run across town to even find her, so... That one doesn't surprise me that most people didn't even talk to her. And then Ducky joined the festival after dancing with Alex. Alex didn't use her power with Ducky, 85%. I guess a lot of people missed him as well. Alex helped the Jelly Bean counter win the contest, 75%. Alex helped the diner buyer with his My Block post. Okay, 43%. Alex got the guy and gal friends together. 41%. Alex didn't help them. Okay. Yeah, I think those are the guys who were on the social media or whatever that were talking about how they found each other or whatever. I'm pretty sure those are the two, the people that we helped. And that's it. So that was quite an episode. So yeah, this chapter was a bit shorter because I was able to do it in 2 episodes, whereas the last 3 chapters were all like 3 episodes long. And this episode wasn't particularly long. We're approaching a little over 45 minutes. So, but yeah, we're definitely gonna end things there. I don't want to stop. I want to find out what's gonna happen. I've literally been shot and I fell down a shaft and I'm just falling. I guess it's wet down there. I think I was in water. I don't know how I'm gonna survive, but I'm assuming I do. Next chapter is it. It's the last chapter, and don't know how long it's gonna be. I expect it'll be a bit on the longer side. You know, so look forward to that. I know I will. But thank you guys so much for joining me on this adventure. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you know when more videos go up, and of course share this video and my channel with all your friends, family, loved ones. I appreciate you guys, and I will see you next time. So take care, and bye-bye.